Hello everyone, welcome to the official launch of the Holistic Approach community. Thank you so much for joining me either live or on this replay. I am very excited to share with you the community and a little bit about the community and what we're going to be working on together for the next 3 months. So I'm very excited. So if you are already a member, I would love it if you could pull out your laptop or your mobile device, whichever one you are most comfortable navigating around the community with. So go grab that device and we will get started. I want to share with you a little bit about the agenda and what we are going to be discussing today. All right, so first on the agenda is the welcome here, and these numbers are a little bit off. I did have to change the time, so I apologize about that, but we're gonna review the agenda. And then in about 5 minutes, I will share with you the big purpose of the holistic approach, along with the challenges and the plan for the next 3 months in the community. And then I will do a mini demo on the mobile and desktop version. At the end of this launch event, I will leave a little bit of time. If you have any questions, please write them down on a notebook or on a pad of paper or in your phone, and I will address those at the end. All right, so the holistic approach was created to support members, you as a member, in taking life and taking the holistic approach towards your health and wellness. So my community purpose is this: I bring together people who don't want to use their age as a barrier to develop a daily routine that helps you regain and maintain your mobility, so that you can be confident in moving in all planes of motion, control how well you age, and live a life without limits. Next, I want to share the 3-month community plan. Before I move into this, let's go back to that community purpose. I want to have you really think about, do you connect or relate to this purpose? Are you somebody who really wants to develop a daily routine to regain and maintain your mobility, but you're not quite sure where to go or how to start? This is the community for you. All right, let's get into that 3-month community plan. We just finished up July, where we focused on summer mobility. We're in the summer months, so we were focusing on summer mobility activities, making a list of those mobilities, learning how to stay hydrated besides drinking water. So we had great discussions within the community, a lot of incredible options and ideas out there for staying hydrated during those summer months. And then we also touched a little bit on sun care, which is so important. We have to be and take care of our skin. It's the largest organ in our body. Next August, this month, we are going to be focusing on the foam roller. So I created 3 different foam roller charts. So we're going to be working through the common pain points chart. That's going to be our challenge for this month. And so there are 4 different areas that we will be working through, and this is going to help you as a member to familiarize yourself with learning how to use the foam roller and understanding the common pain points in our bodies so that you can use this chart effectively. Next, for September, we're going to be practicing ratio breathing. This is one of my favorite breathing exercises that I work with clients on, and this is strengthening your diaphragm, strengthening your lungs, strengthening that respiratory system. So there's a couple different things that we're going to be doing in September to really strengthen those areas. All right. So in our community, we are going to also have a weekly calendar. So you are going to be actively, you're going to be active within the community for a number of different things. So here we go. We have this lovely community calendar that I created for each week. So this is not necessarily going to change. The times might shift, but right now everything seems to be pretty on point. So the very first thing is on Sunday, we're going to have our weekly community call. This is our check-in call. How are you doing this week? What was a challenge? What was an obstacle that you might have faced? We're going to discuss what we're going to reassess our monthly challenge during these calls, along with going over what are the classes, the live classes or events that are coming up in the week ahead. And then there will be time left over as always for any Q&A. So if you have any questions about the week, what we've been working on, you can certainly make sure you take notes somewhere and bring those notes to these calls so that we can address any of those concerns or questions. For Monday, you can look forward to a live class at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is going to be a Hatha yoga class. These are going to be 30-minute classes for now. Next on Tuesday, there's going to be, for now, one class. You can see that there are two classes there. One is a Qigong class, which is 6 a.m. And then there's going to be a PM yoga shred class. So at night, it will be a bit more of a workout yoga class. This is going to repeat on Wednesday and Thursday. But let's back up to Wednesday really quick. Wednesday is going to be our community poll or question of the week. So please make sure that you check in on Wednesday and make sure that you participate in that question or poll. It'll help everybody in the community connect with one another and learn from each other. That is the whole goal here. Skipping to Friday, we're going to have a weekly wrap-up post. I'm going to build this throughout the week. So in the beginning of the week, it's going to be a little bit less of a post, of a big article post. And then as we move through the month, I'm going to fill in those pieces. And at the very end of the month, you will have an entire article where you can catch up or refresh on what we worked on together in the community from the past month. And then on Saturday, you can join me at 6 a.m. for a awesome unwinding yin class. And we do yin classes, yin yoga in the AM, in the morning, closest to when we get up, to really address our connective tissue versus muscle tissue. So that's what the weekly calendar is going to look like. I'm really excited about sharing that with you. So let me know what you think about that. And if you have any questions, please write them down and we'll discuss them at the end. All right. So now is my favorite part. I get to show off the community. We're going to go into the desktop for just a second. So this is going to look a little funny for a minute. All right. So as I'm preparing this, please grab your cell phone, either if you already have the community on your phone, if you're actively using it on your mobile device or your computer or tablet, whichever device is more comfortable for you. And then we will get started. All right, here we go. So this is the desktop version. I'm going to show you this first. So it's very, very, very simple. So here we are, we're at home. This is what the desktop version is going to look at when you log in on your computer. So a couple things here to note. There's this big main menu on the left-hand side, and it's going to give you all of these items on the left-hand side that we are going to go over each one. There's also a second menu. The second menu is up here. There's just 3 different icons. This message icon, notifications, and then your profile and account and such. So let's go back over to the left side menu. First, we're going to go home. And I just want to state that I have already created mini versions of this entire demo, so you can see it at your own pace within the community. So home, this is your main feed. This is everything in chronological order that I have posted or that others have posted. Now, same thing with any other kind of their platform. If you interact with a post, it is going to bring that post up to the top. So you can scroll through these and see the content this way. But I honestly prefer to look at it in a little bit of a different way. So this is nice to kind of see everything, but I really like the next tab, which is called Discovery. So I like to think of the Discovery tab as a way to see the community from a bird's eye view. So here you're going to see all of these welcome posts. My hope is that every member in the Holistic Approach community familiarizes themselves with these posts, because these are kind of your foundation. I created these to help you really gain a sense of how to navigate around the community, how to communicate with me, what kind of posts are visible to everybody and what are not, what messages are visible to everybody, and which messages are more private, one-on-one, you and I. So make sure that you go through this. You can kind of scroll from side to side here, and you can see, oops, sorry, I scrolled a little too hard. There we are. So you can scroll from side to side and look at those. So I have the community navigation playlist. You're going to see that term playlist in the community often. That just means that I combined or clustered a lot of mini videos as a resource. So you don't have to go searching for them. They're all in one place. So this community navigation demo is broken down. Let me just give you a quick glance at this. So you can literally see, here's the desktop demo. So navigation of the menus, we just talked about that, went over the main feed, and now we're in Discovery. So you can see how I've broken these down into many, many pieces. All right, next is the featured section. We're still under Discovery, so I'm just scrolling down. You can see the featured section here. These are going to be changed every single week. So every week I go in there to start the week off fresh. I update the upcoming events. So you're going to see we've got 3 events today that are going to be live. And so you're going to see what's coming up next and anything that I really want you to pay attention to or know about. So I just created a new group. I made this in the featured because I want members to learn and know about it. And if they have any questions, they can certainly ask. Here's one of the last questions from last month. So I'll need to update that to the August questions once those post out. Here is that big article that I was telling you about that I'm slowly building. See, you got 7.6 poll question here, and then 7.11 weekly call, and then the question will be underneath that. And then it'll be one large post that will have collected all of the weekly calls and all of the weekly question and polls for that month, and then you'll have it all in one spot. I just wanted to show you that. Next, you can see all of the upcoming events. You can see that we're live here in the official launch event. And then you can see all the topics here. So this is really a great spot, the Discovery tab, to see everything again at a glance. So next we'll move over to members. I don't think you see this, but if you do, all you get to really do is you just get to see the members, all the people who have joined the Holistic Approach so far. You certainly can reach out to them. You can click on there and you can follow them, or you can also send them a message. So if I click on somebody besides myself, you can say hello, and then you can also follow them. About the Holistic Approach, this is just a little bit of what it's all about here, and you can see the purpose, the big purpose I shared with you, the benefits of the community, and you can have a couple other things here. You can visit our website, and then you can see some of the welcome videos. Now, if you have not yet downloaded the Mighty Networks application, which is the platform that the Holistic Approach runs on, I would like to invite you to please plug your phone number in here and click on Text Me the app, and it'll send you the app regardless of whether you're on Android or Apple. Please let me know if you have any questions about that. Invite is on me because I am the admin of this. So we're gonna move down to topics. So this is how I organize all of the content that you saw on our home page, how it was just all the content, not necessarily in any particular order. It is kind of in chronological order, but some of it's mixed. All that content is organized into these topics. So another easy tab, if you are trying to find a specific piece of content or a specific type of video, this is where you're going to find that. So here are the topics. One, start here. I would like, again, same thing in that featured or that discovery tab. I really want you to become familiar with the articles that are in this topic. So you can scroll through here. There's only 3, and I really did try to make these super duper easy. Bullet points, just boop, 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 read right through them. So we'll just go back to topics. So here, all the Hatha yoga classes are going to be stored here. Yoga shred classes here, yin, foam rolling, stretching and breathing, and then eventually Qigong classes. All of the events, all of the non-class events are going to be here in the Catch the Replay. And then if you want, I also created a support bugs and questions topic. If you want to use it, you're more than welcome to. But you can simply just send out a post into the community and I will get a notification so that I can address it as soon as I can. So these are the topics. I do want to head into one of these class topics so you can kind of see how it looks. So you can see here, sun salutations and chair pose. I'm going to open this up so you can see the details on here. So if you, just so you know, you're going to feel energized, and this one is definitely going to build heat. The whole point of the sun salutations and chair pose sequence that I created is to build heat and energize you. And so then here is also the sequence written out so you know in advance what you're doing. So all of the classes are going to have these features when you click on that, on the class that you want to take. Okay, so you've got quite a few to choose from here, different durations of time. We've got 35 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, 54 minutes, 50 minutes, and a few others. I didn't put the time on that one. I'll have to fix that. There's a couple of here that I didn't do that with, but there you have it. So we'll move back to topics, and then from here we're going to move into events. This is where, again, you can see all of the events. You can see we have 3 that are going to be live for today. Boom, boom, boom. And then you've got this handy dandy calendar here where you can see specific ones for specific days. So you can see I'm going to be teaching Yoga Shred on Wednesday, Thursday, and Tuesday. And then on Saturday, we've got Hatha Yoga. Or actually, that should be Yin Yoga. I should change that. Sorry, that will be changed. All right, oops. Here we are. Next is groups. If you would like to work with me more one-on-one besides the holistic approach, this is how you're going to be able to do that. So I have 3 different groups. One is the 8-week lymphatic cleanse. This is where we're going to work through the lymphatic cleanse that I learned in an incredible workshop with Dr. Perry Nicholson. And so we'll work through this 8-week program together. Next, if you want to join me in Jalapa, Mexico, we're going to be doing this. I had to push this back to not this year, but 2022. But if you would like to join me there, I will be hosting the Holistic Approach Retreat in 2022. So that'll be November 2022. And then the Holistic Approach Hybrid Program, if you're interested, oops, I didn't mean to do that. if you're interested in working with me more one-on-one, this is the program. This is for women 35 and up who struggle with dedicating enough time for their mental health. So I help them integrate proper nutrition, self-care, and personal development. And we work together for a year. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, these are the ways that you're going to do it, and I would love to get in contact with you. So if you would like to, let's connect very, very soon, and I can give you more details about that program. All right, last but not least, there's going to be a all-member chat. I use this on a regular basis. I just posted today, let everybody know there are 3 live classes that are happening, or live events that are happening today. And I gave you guys the links, and I created the little descriptions for them above that. So I will be giving out or posting these in the all-member chat, and then you will be also receiving a text message with pretty much the same message on there. So you can use either one, but it is the way that I can, instead of emailing or shooting you an email, I prefer to send a text message. So that is how that is going to work. So if you are like, why am I getting the same messages? That is what I am doing right now. So it is on purpose. Let's look at the second mini menu. So we'll go back home. And then this little menu up here, this is the messages. I just showed you the all group chat. This is where that's going to be. Any message between you and I will be here, you and other members, those one-on-one communications. And then if you also, you'll get those group messages, those all member messages from me. You can reply to those all member chats, but please know that when you do, everybody will see it. So make sure that if you need something to be private, message me privately versus messaging the all member chat. And you should be able to see who you're messaging right here. So make sure that you watch for that when you reply. Feel free to reply. It's not a bad thing. But if you have something private or something you prefer not to share with everybody in the community, I would prefer that you message me one-on-one. And there's an entire dedicated article, how to get in touch with me. And there are 2 main ways, and so I would like for you to please read through this. I tried to, again, make it very simple and easy to read here. So make sure you familiarize yourself with that so you know how the communications work in the community. All right, next, notifications. We're all familiar with that. Anytime I send out a new post, I try to be very mindful of how many times I notify everybody every time I post something. So when it is important, when it is a notification on your phone, please know that it is intentful and it is on purpose, and I hope that you take a moment to review it. So any notifications you have, you'll be able to see them here. Last but not least, we're gonna go briefly over the profile. So when you click on your little icon, it might be either a color, or if you have edited your profile, please add a picture. I'd love to see your face. You can click on View Profile and then click on Edit, where you'll be able to literally edit your entire profile. You'll be able to, if you want, add personal links. I have all of mine, obviously, because I want to connect with each and every one of you, but you do not have to feel obligated to do so. But if you do, then it's easier for us all to communicate and connect with you as well on your social platforms. If you want, add an intro. The groups that you are a part of will show up under your profile along with the topics that you follow. And please make sure that you click on Save. Last but not least, I want to when you click on your little face icon again, I want you to click on Network Settings. This is very important. Within the settings, I want to make sure, General Settings, whoops, just kidding. That's not correct. Let me go back. Your settings, sorry. So when you click on your little profile, you're gonna click on your settings. There we go. And then I want you to click on notifications. This is on you to change. I cannot change this for you. I am more of a mobile gal. I prefer text messages over email any day, but that's just me. And they have options for you to receive email updates versus the push notifications. So if you prefer that, you can just simply toggle that on and off. Going down this page, you can see all of the notification types. You can toggle these on or off. Please make sure that you save any changes that you make. That is going to make or break how many notifications you get within the community. All right, well, that's going to do it for the desktop version. So now we're going to move into the mobile version. So if you let's see, did that, perfect, okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to share this double time here. Let's see if this works. Okay, cool, ha, perfect. So go ahead and grab your cell phone or your tablet, whichever one. It's going to be the same navigation on both devices. So you click on Mighty Networks. It's this dark blue M you see here with a little notification. We'll click that. Let me just make sure that I'm on home because I was, okay, good. All right. So this is going to look really familiar. I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker just because it is so similar to the desktop version that we just went over. So again, this is home. This is your main feed. All of the posts and everything are right here for you. I prefer to see it in a different way. So if you look at the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see those three lines. That's icon called the hamburger icon. And so that's going to open up our left side menu. So you can see that this looks very, very similar to the desktop side. We have home, discovery, members, invite, topics, events, and groups. You don't have invite though. That's just me. So let's head to discovery. Again, this is one of my favorite ways to look at everything that's going on within the community. So you have the welcome section that you can slide side to side so you can see Pixels right here. She needs a little extra attention right now. So here we go. We have the welcome section, the featured section, so all of the live events and upcoming events and things that I want you to be aware of for the upcoming week. We've got upcoming events and then your topics. So I'm going to head back to the menu and click down to members. This again, you can see all the members here. Feel free to reach out to somebody and connect with them. Maybe they're in your county or in your state. It would be great for you to reach out to them. I'm going to skip invite because that's for me. Next is topics. This is how the topics look on the mobile version here. So you can scroll through these just like you did on the desktop version. And let's click into Hatha yoga classes really quick. And there you can see the videos. You can click on them. So you can use this with really any device. So super duper helpful there. We're already on our phones anyways. So those are the topics. Next, events. This is how you can see the events on the mobile version. You can see the one that we're in right now, live, and then you can see the ones that are upcoming. Now, on the desktop version, I showed you a little calendar that you can use, and all you have to do is you see in the upper right corner, you see that calendar icon along with the plus icon. So go ahead and click on the calendar icon. And this is gonna pull up that little calendar that I showed you earlier where you can literally see what's going on. So they've done a really awesome job. Whoops. Mighty Networks has done an incredible job with this update. This has been a huge thing that we wanted for a long, long time for our communities. So you can see the month or just the week. That's pretty awesome. All right, so back to the main menu, on to groups. And then here are the groups. I'm not gonna go too much into the navigation there. It's pretty much the same thing. And so if you are interested in working with me with the 8-week lymphatic cleanse, if you're interested in more details about the Holistic Approach Retreat in 2022, or if you'd like to work with me with the hybrid coaching program for women, please connect with me. I'd love to get you started or just give you more information on all of those groups. All right, so that's going to take care of the main menu. Now, there was that second mini menu on the desktop version that we went over. And so if you look all the way on the bottom of my cell phone here, you can see on the very bottom that there is a menu here. So you can see the Holistic Approach logo, you see the message icon, you see the plus icon, which I'll show you what that does, notifications, and your profile picture. Okay, so same thing, messages, you can see all of your messages. Wow, they've changed that. That looks much cleaner. So you can see all of the communications that I've been having with members in the community so far. So you can just simply click on this little plus icon, and then you can click on somebody and start a conversation with them. And these communications are going to be one-on-one. All right. Next is the little plus icon. So I'm going to click on this. I'm just going to show you, you can add a post. If it's a support post, you can just send it my way. If you click on quick post up ahead, you can see this menu. It says ask a question or create an event or create an article. So for you, I'm pretty sure it will only say ask a question. I have remove the ability for members to create an article and to create an event. I am in full control of that. So when you pop open that quick post drop down, it should only say ask a question. So that's how you use that plus sign on the bottom. You recognize this, the little bell. This is the notification bell. So you can see, here we go, your event's about to start. So we're in the official launch event, and I have another one coming up. Our weekly community check-in call was a little bit delayed this week since we've been moving for the last couple weeks, so I had to do a little wiggle room there, but we'll be doing that momentarily after this. So that's how you can see all of those notifications. And then last but not least, if you click on your profile, you'll be able to see your profile, edit the profile, and see your activity. So if you click on profile, you can see that big edit button, and so you can edit this from the computer or from your mobile device. Make sure you save any changes. And then to change your notifications, okay, you can do it here. So if you click on personal settings, click on notifications. Same thing. You can change this from your mobile device. Either you want email updates or push notification updates. And then again, you can toggle through all of these options as well. All right. So that is going to conclude the mini demo for the desktop and the mobile version. So if you have any questions about how to navigate around this, please let me know. Write the messages down so we can talk about it at the end. All right. So we are almost complete with the presentation. So if you have any questions, now is the time to let me know. If you have any questions that I can answer for you. So anything that you've jotted down, anything that came to mind as I was working through those demos, or anything that you would like to ask before you become a member, before you commit, this would be a great time to share that. You can send it to me if you're watching this as the replay in the comments below, and I'll come circle back around and answer them personally. So if there are no questions, then I will thank you very much for taking the opportunity and the time to watch and join me today for this official launch. I'm so excited for this community and to share this with you, to share my knowledge, and to create a space where we can all take the holistic approach to our health and wellness together. Thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in the